Okay, admittedly, this is a nothing burger video I'm making right now, but I was setting up to record my next hobby love, and I saw a couple of tweets on my timeline. This one's from Marshall Bohemond. He's got a YouTube channel. He's been covering a lot of recent crap, just like I have been. He covered the Atom Something thing like I did. He covered. I found out after I made my video. He found out, but before me and before my video, he covered the recent news about Fem Studies possibly being canceled. I've now seen some screenshots, apparently from Blue Sky, where Gav Thorpe himself said that at the time of making that apparently, DK didn't have access to models, which immediately confuses me because, like, the way his response is worded, it's like there's some public female models right now for Custodes. Unless I missed something, I haven't seen a single Femstodes model released at all. Additionally, he mentioned casually models not being available yet for Custodes, which is very strange because GW typically they try to be anyway, stay tight-lipped about models that are upcoming, and given he's a Black Library author, he doesn't inherently have access to the latest workings on the model team. So, quite frankly, I don't put everything he says, especially since the guy's on Blue Sky. I wouldn't put anything he says much of weight. Yeah, he might be the Gav Thorpe who's written many a Black Library novel. You do realize there's like 80 writers for Black Library. They take every hobo off the street. Not saying all Gav Thorpe's work is shit, but his word is not final. Anywho, I'll believe it. I'll believe it when I see a Femstodes model. Still holding out hope. I don't take his word as gospel. So that aside, but while I was setting up for Hobby Love and looking for like people's models on the latest Hobby Love by Lord Metal Man, I saw this on my timeline from Marshall Bohemond, and this is a thing. Like, I missed this. I don't know where this was posted. Probably Blue Sky. But what the fuck? Why? Like, this would never be a thing in 40k. This is... listen, I believe there's a place for fan art. I believe there's a place for, like, putting yourself in a universe and like, you know, that's what homebrew was all about. Like, I've always said, like, if someone wanted to make a homebrew army in 40k of Femstodes or Femmarines or whatever, they're allowed to do it because it's homebrew. It's your fanfic you're allowed to have on the side. It just never should be canon. It never should be forced down everybody else's throats, and your fan fiction should never be forced to be accepted by everybody. Especially when it's a completely out there fan fiction, like Femstodes and Femmarines really is, or this. Like, and I'm not, listen, no, I haven't seen the original poster who posted this. I just looking at it, I have very little faith this is the case. But maybe they were like, listen, I'm not pushing this as canon. This is just some fan art I like to put in. You know what? Fuck it, fine. Like, I've seen lots of horrific fan art. But fuck me. Holy crap. This is so bad. Actually, the artwork itself, to try and be nice, isn't that bad. But the... Listen, this would never happen. A Space Marine, like, who's morbidly... First of all, Space Marines are the peak of physical form. They are the pinnacle of not what a human could be. They are beyond what a human ever could be. They are the peak of physicality that is absolutely possible to surgically and forcibly make out of the human body through, like, a shit ton of physical training as well as a absurd amount of genetic augmentation. Not only would they not be disabled, because guess what? If their legs stopped working, they would rip the legs off and put bionics. And if they got disabled to the point that they truly couldn't do that for whatever reason, that Marine would basically be dead. They'd be dead weight. They would die. So they would either die and be entombed in a dreadnought, which is the real wheelchair of the Space Marines, to be honest, or they would be dead, like, done. You're useless. So this would never happen. This fat tub of lard would never be seen in 40K. Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around like why. Like this is like pure wokeness too. Like everything about this is like morbidly gross. Like every time I like look at it, I'm just laughing at more like all of the absurd like rainbows and the like the LGBTQ stuff, and like you have to understand the woke look at this and actually think this looks good. Like they actually look at this and go, yeah, yeah, that's what we're fighting for, dude. Fat tub of lard on a wheelchair, really? Like that's a goal? This is a desirable thing? Like this is wouldn't happen in 40K. There's cybernetics. There's it's kind of like, you know, a trans person in Harry Potter, right? Like there was one in Hogwarts Legacy. And they still sounded like a dude a little bit. Why wouldn't you fix that with magic? Like there's things in these universes, in these settings that these woke people clearly don't know shit about because they're tourists and they're not real fans. But they clearly don't even want to do a Google search. It's like trans people in Harry Potter. It's like, yeah, but if there's literal magic, they would be indistinguishable from whatever gender that they were transitioning to. Like, let's say there was a wizard born as a man and wanted to become a woman. They would just use a bunch of potions and spells to the point where they became completely indistinguishable from real women. Like, but then they still, like the woke types, still always put these things in like they are in the real world. And again, that's why it never fits. It's because, you know, you could have your cake and eat it too. Like, the only time I've seen them do it in a way that I actually thought was intriguing was Cyberpunk. Because there's a trans bartender in that, where they were male and they transitioned to female. And you don't find that out till, like, you go in their personal quest line in the story. And there, her body completely changed, her voice completely changed. She did the full transition. And you're like, yeah, that would be possible. It's cyberpunk. Like, with all these genetic modifications people make every single day, all of these alterations people make every single day in this universe where they completely rip their body apart. Yeah, someone transitioning, like, fully is like a cakewalk at this point. So yeah, they would sound perfectly like a woman. Yeah, they would, like, physically look like a woman completely. So yeah, that would make sense. That's the only time I've seen it done right. I don't know why I put air quotes there. No, done right. Yeah. Like, this I'm sorry. Like, I just don't get the mentality behind this stuff. They always have to supplant themselves in these universes. They don't bother to do basic research to realize that the supplanting themselves into these universes in ways that don't make sense for the universe. It's clear you're not a fan of the setting. You're just co-opting the aesthetic and not even doing it right. It's just pathetic. You can't even call it fan art at that point. Fan art is actually made by fans who know the setting, who know the universe, and know that this wouldn't happen. This wouldn't look right. So, anyway, I'm just saying, like, I'm completely appalled by this, but someone already made an awesome corrective corrective art piece. This is from Laser Groove. Credit to you, Laser Groove. This made me laugh, like, out loud, because I saw these, like, right next to each other in my timeline. First I saw Bose, and then I scrolled up, and I saw Laser Groove. It was just perfect. It was like, there. It was like, problem fixed. Like, holy crap. I love it. Yeah, they said, GM asked me to draw Sister Calidia kicking the wheelchair marine over. I thought it was funny, so I did it during session time. If you want, Laser Groove, I will put $20 down for you to fully colorize this. If that's not enough, like, I'm a cheap guy. I'm not gonna pay to do a full thing of this, but I kind of want to. That looks so good. Like, this is funny to me. And like people were like asking like why though, or like why you draw like this person no this person like why though. Here's my answer to that. It's because a sister knows when she sees some Nurgle heresy, you know. I'm sorry. I'm not. Fuck. Oh god. This woke stuff is it. Like, I'm so happy to see people actually mocking it as it should be now, and not toting around it at this point. Like, I really, at every opportunity that we see them trying to pull this shit, we need to be making stuff mocking it, because it's the only way we're truly gonna kill it. Support Laser Groove in artwork like this, and kicking fugly Marines down some stairs. Anyway, like I said, this is a nothing burger video. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope this brought you some yucks. Support Laser Groove over on X if you're on X. Support Marshall Boamond. He's both on YouTube and on X. Yep. Catch you guys later. Bye-bye.